Hi yogis, welcome back. It's your 22nd day. It's day 22 of your 30-day yoga challenge, and today we soften. Find a comfortable seat. You can of course sit in a hero pose if the legs crossed is challenging for you. And then bring your arms to rest on the knees. Now, for some of you, it will be comfortable to rest the hands on the knees. Okay, some of you may need to rest your forearms, maybe even the elbows. Feel that the elbows themselves are soft, the shoulders are soft and heavy. And close your eyes. Big breath out. Notice the quality of the exhalation and see if you can soften it even more. Breathe in. And then we'll do that one more time with even less strain. Inhale. Our physical practice can be challenging at times. It requires a lot of effort. And that won't change in today's class. But when you feel that you are more challenged physically, then work to balance any of that physical exertion with a feeling of dropping in or softening. That can be by just connecting more with your breath, or releasing the jaw, unclenching the teeth, or even softening through the forehead. I'll remind you of that as we move through the practice. Allow there today to be a balance of effort with ease. Very gently open your eyes, and let's make our way into downward dog pose. So through many of our classes so far, I've asked you to create a lot of engagement in the body as a way to support the physical pose. And while you'll continue to do so, I want you to make sure that with the amount of effort you exert, that you also allow a softening and ease. Okay, inhale forward towards plank. Okay, so typically here in the plank pose, there can be, well, there's definitely a lot of work in the shoulders, but some of that can move into the neck. So just imagine elongating through your neck, like the tips of the ears move away from the traps. And then downward dog as you exhale. Let the neck soften. Look to the space of your hands and step forward with both of your feet. And then lift halfway for length to the spine. Exhale, fold. Stand up and inhale your arms over your head. Look up. And then slide your hands directly in front of the chest, releasing your hands into mountain pose. Stand up tall and feel that the feet press down into the floor while the top of your head lifts. Long in the exhale breath. And then bend your knees and let's move in towards chair pose. Lift your arms. Taking the buttocks back, sitting a little bit deeper. Because our arms in this position are reaching over our head, there can be, again, a buildup of tension in the neck. So soften, which For myself, the neck does tend to build up tension more, but perhaps for you, it's in the jaw or your forehead. Sit a little deeper. And then forward fold, exhale. So work to identify the areas that hold tension. Inhale, half lift. And step back to plank, exhale. And those areas of tension, today you're gonna see if you can let them be soft. Come forward onto the toes and bend your elbows lower with control. Once you're lying down, we're gonna float our hands slightly off the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. And then lower the hands, lower the head. Exhale. Just make sure that your hands are alongside the chest. Press through the tops of the feet, through your palms, and peel your heart away from the floor. Inhale, cobra, look forward. And then let's allow the belly to come a bit closer to the ground. Don't push so deeply through your hands just yet. And then lower with control the abdomen, your ribs. Straighten your arms along the sides of your body. Let the palms face the ceiling, and then very gently lengthen the tailbone to the back of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest and your arms. Push the palms up a little bit higher. Keep your chest lifted and rotate your arms so your palms face each other behind your back. Bring the baby fingers closer to the sky while also lifting the ribs. And then come down slowly. Child's pose. And then downward dog. Let's go ahead and lift our right leg up, breathe in, and then bend your right knee. Stay here with your thigh lifting. Draw the knee all the way forward into the nose. So we're working with these poses that demand a lot physically, but at the same time, again, feel a sense of ease. Create a sense of ease for yourself. Reach back and up through your inhale. Look to the hands and step forward with your right foot. Lower your left knee on the floor. And as you inhale, reach your arms up into Anjani Asana. Take your hands and hold your wrists, forearms, or even the elbows. Get a firm grip and feel that you're pulling the upper arms away from the head. And with that same grip of the hands, feel that you're drawing the upper arm bones up. Lengthen the tailbone. And as you lift the chest, neck soft. Lower your hands to the floor. With your back knee lifted, step forward with your left foot. And forward fold. Rise into standing. Inhale, lift your arms. Look up. As you exhale, slide your hands to prayer while also bending your knees to chair pose. And then without hooking the elbow outside of the knee, twist your body to the right. So here, you will in fact need a little bit more strength and effort to get your body to rotate. But again, let there be softness. Untwist and lift your arms over your head. Inhale. On the exhale, forward fold. Look to the front of your mat. Inhale. Left foot steps back. And then right leg to the sky. 3-leg downward dog. Keep lifting your thigh up and additionally bend your knee. Noticing maybe the right thigh goes a little lower, so take it higher. And then look to the hands as you step forward with your right foot. And then turn to your left, pivot the feet to the left, look forward. And then hands to the hips. Come up. So the spine is now vertical. We'll turn the heels in, so our feet are more on an angle, and if this becomes too uncomfortable, you can just shorten the stance. Hands stay on the hips for the moment. Exhale, bend your knees. Let's take our hands and slide them down the legs, thumbs on the inner thighs, and you can move a little bit side to side. Just get a bit of mobilization in the hips. And then maintain the seat low. Find a bit more stillness at center and see if you can draw the inner thighs away from the midline, but continue to press down through your the big toe mounds. There's a little bit of length to the tailbone down. And yes, this is a pose that is quite demanding. There's a lot of effort that we're exerting, but still embody softness. Whether that softness is just something that you create with your exterior. Straighten the legs, turn the heels out, and then spread your arms wide, forward fold with your hands on the floor. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, chest away from the legs. Walk your hands to the front of your mat, pivot the feet, and then leave your left knee straight, but stretch your right arm high. Look up. Okay, look down. And then with your left hand, make it flat if it's not already. And then with your wrist, have it directly under the shoulder, or you can actually bring it a little bit more in front of you so it's forward of the shoulder, okay? So as you wish, and then we're going to start turning our whole body to face the right. So pivot your right foot so it faces the right. We're resting on the outer edge of your left foot, and some of you might have to walk that right foot down a bit more to the middle of your mat, and then stay here, lift the left side of your body. So a variation of side plank. And for those of you who wish to, who can, maybe your right leg coming directly on top of the left leg. Look down, place your right hand on the floor, inhale in your plank, stay connected with your strength, but also feel a sense of softening as you lower your body all the way to the floor. Relax the shoulders, in fact, peel them away from the mat, and then inhale, push into the floor, lift the chest, Bhujangasana Cobra. Child's pose. And then down dog, exhale. Stretch your left leg into the air. Keep your knees straight, the hips squared, bend your left knee. And as the heel comes towards the buttock, keep lifting that left thigh higher. Draw the knee forward towards your chin or towards the nose. Keep lifting the heel, lifting the thigh, and relax through the neck. At least try to make them soft, the sides of the neck. Kick back and up through your left leg, and then step the foot forward. Go light with the step. Lower your right knee on the floor, and inhale, lift your arms over the head. So depending on what movement or action is happening, sometimes the softening is actually a tapping into your deeper strength. Hands holding, again, wrists, forearms, or elbows. Find a firm grip of the hands, and with that grip, pull the upper arms away from each other. And then see if you can lift the upper arm bones higher. Keep scissoring the legs. Release your hands down onto your mat, lift your right knee, and then step forward with the foot. Looking straight ahead as you breathe in. Exhale, folding. Root the feet and rise to standing, lift your arms. Sit in chair as you bring your hands directly in front of the chest, almost letting the thumbs connect with the sternum. Now lengthen the spine and then rotate to the left. So typically when we take the chair twist, we hook the elbow outside of the knee, right? So in this case, we're going to not do that and instead work the belly strength, the ribs getting to turn a bit more. Untwist, arms up, chair. Sit a little deeper, relaxing through where it's tense, and forward folding. Look to the horizon, inhale. On the exhale, with your right foot, step back, and then lift your left leg into the sky. Inhale. And bend your knee, and see if you can lift that left thigh even more. And then look to the hands as you step forward with your left foot. We're going to turn towards our right. And then bring the hands to the hips and rise all the way to standing. Turn the heels in slightly, and we're moving into sometimes called horse stance, sometimes called goddess pose. Bend the legs. So while your buttocks is moving back, the knees begin to buckle in. So try to find a balance between the tailbone lengthening down and the inner thighs moving apart. You can keep your hands on the knees as you need to, if you need to. You can also stretch forward, stretch up with your arms. Forward also is an option. 2 more long breaths. Straightening the legs, spread your arms, turn the heels out, and then interlock the fingers behind the back. Inhale, draw the chest up away from the floor. Exhale, fold over your legs. Allow your hands to release down. Inhale, move the chest away from the legs. Walk your hands towards the front of your mat, pivot the feet. Keep your back legs straight. Inhale, lift your left arm high. And then look down at your right hand, let it flatten with the wrist directly under the shoulder or slightly forward of it. Really pull the body out of the right arm or away from the right arm, and then turn both feet to the left, allowing your chest to also turn left. And notice here that I'm walking the left foot down a little bit. Some of you may not even need to do so. You stay here in the modified side plank, or left leg coming to stack the right leg. Again, these poses that require more physical, that are more physically demanding, balance it with a feeling of softness. Even if that softening is something just going on mentally. Left hand to the floor, inhaling in plank, even though that was an exhalation. And then we're going to lower all the way to the earth. Now, as you come to lie down, one hand on top of the other, and then forehead on the back of the hands. Breathe in and lift the chest. At the same time, lift your arms and keep pressing lightly the hands into the forehead as a way for the chest to come up even more. Keep your chest and head lifted. Reach your arms back. Interlock the fingers behind with the palms squeezing. Lift the ribs higher. And then lower slowly. Downward dog. Lift the heels, look forward, bend your knees, hop lightly if you wish, or step both feet forward. Look straight ahead, breathe in, exhale, fold. Stand tall, lift your arms, inhale deep, hands towards prayer position. Now set your hands on your hips. Let's lift our right knee up. Firm your outer left hip in. Keep pressing the left big toe mound down. Now with the first 2 fingers of your right hand, wrap around your big toe, and then keep your knee bent, lift your chest so the spine is vertical. And then maintaining verticality of the spine, begin to reach the heel forward. Focus less on your leg going straight and more on the heel pushing in front of you with the spine staying tall. Steadily begin moving your leg to the right. Keep firming your outer left hip in. Okay, with control, bring your leg back in front of you. Let that leg remain lifted. Bring your right hand onto the hip. Either curl your toes in actively or point them forward. Keep lifting your right thigh up. Bend your knee into the belly, lower the foot, and stand tall. Let your hands come along the sides of your body, mountain pose. Hands to the hips. Lift your left thigh up, and just hold here steadily first, connecting with your balance.
or maybe the lack thereof. But, balance is an ongoing process. You use your first two fingers of the left hand, slide it in between the first two toes. So you hold the big one, the big toe firmly, lengthen the spine, draw up through the crown of the head, which is going to help more deeply flex the left hip. And then begin reaching the heel out in front of you. If you're holding the big toe, or as you hold the big toe, push it into the fingers, and then steadily move your leg to the left. Keep firming the outer right hip to the midline. Steadily and slowly bring your leg back in front of you. Keep that leg lifting high as you release the hand to the hip. I'm gonna point the toes, but go ahead if you would like, curl them in. Keep lifting that thigh up. Bend your knee thigh to belly, and then release your foot to the floor, standing tall with your arms just alongside your body. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Softly fold over your legs. Let each of these movements be connected and soft. Inhale, peel the chest away from thighs. Forward folding, exhale. Whatever that idea of softening means for you, inhale, chest forward. Plank, exhale. Let there be a feeling of buoyancy. And then downward dog. Close your eyes. Let the breath smooth out. Let it be soft. At the end of your exhalation, come down onto the knees and sit up straight in Vajrasana hero pose. If you would like to move into child's pose, of course, go there. Close your eyes. Bring your less dominant hand onto your heart space. And feel yourself being gentle, being soft with yourself. Thank you for continuing to show up. Enjoy what lies ahead, and see you tomorrow. Namaste.